Roy Masters, you're saying this is a spiritual battle in this country right now, and this incident has just basically exposed this battle that has been playing out under the surface, under the radar.
I've been talking about this for 40 years, warning American people that it was happening. It is a spiritual warfare. And Hillary Clinton said the children should learn to control their impulses. But that's not what they're doing when you demoralize a person, when you dumb down the kids in school, when you have a socialist agenda instead of an education, and when you praise the lowlifes and demonize good people. What you're doing is demoralizing, and what happens is the loyalty of the demoralized person, like a person who used to be a Christian and then becomes a drug addict, the loyalty goes to the pusher, away from their country. So the socialists know that if you can demoralize people, the loyalty goes to the demoralizers, and then they become the support group for the demoralized, the champions, and you've elected a leader that is the champion of all the demoralized.
Stay with me. Roy Masters here on Drudge Fox News. We'll be right back. Speaking with Roy Masters, talk show host for 4 decades, and you have warned about the spiritual crisis we're having.
For 40 years.
And now it's all, with the media, the way everything has been speeding up, and everything's commercialized and ratings. If I see one more press release about which network is scoring the most ratings off these shootings, I think I'm going to lose it. What is happening to our culture where everything seems to feed on death and terror and trauma?
Well, any power that wants to control a country or a person must first demoralize. You cannot control a noble people because they have roots in themselves. As I said in the last segment, when you emotionalize and traumatize a person, for example, you're going to have this shooting. Or there was a Texas Tower shooting, remember that one? And instead of focusing in on the criminal, they focused in on the gun. And what this does is it traumatizes the audience that watch the television.
But Roy, I have scientific proof that the media is partly responsible. Because listen, the copycat things that have happened since the shooting. Yesterday there was 2 or 3 erupting. That to me is proof that the media is conveying the message and is igniting people all over the land. And I'm not so sure it's simply the guns or the policies. No. There is a media that is responsible for inferno. It's an inferno going across the land, and kids are trying to copycat. How are they hearing about it? Through the media.
That's right. The media is culpable in this, in helping America take the hairpin bend from becoming more noble to become the degenerate third world country it is. And you see, so we just need to point the finger where it really belongs. The media and the kind of people that media get people to elect. Because the media does influence, it does twist, you see, and subvert the principles by which this country is founded.
You don't sound very optimistic. Unless
people get the kind of programming that you are doing, and perhaps if I may just boast a little bit, hear the kind of programming, the program that I do, because I try to wake people up. I say as long as you're emotional, you'll never see clearly. You'll always be programmed. You'll never come to the right conclusion. But those who want to control you, those who want power over you, got to keep you in this emotional stupor with rock and roll and the art of confusion. You see Clinton, how he is the master of confusion, the master of conflict, of creating contradiction. And after a while, people get so used to being influenced and upset by contradiction, they begin to accept the contradiction as the truth, and the truth is the contradiction.
You took it to the end.